Wait, John Rowe.
The topic of the
We should do a
podcast
podcast.
together,
We
and
should do a
honestly, I'm excited.
Wait, John. Wait, John Rowe. We should do a podcast.
The topic of the podcast together, and honestly, I'm excited.
G'day, dorks, and welcome into Lords of Dorktown, a podcast all about anime, cartoons, and video games. I'm your host, Philip, and the dork joining me, it's the magnificent cartoon cunt himself, Tayo. How you doing, buddy?
Always good, bro. It's always good to be here.
Mate, it's so good to be here. It feels like we literally just left the studio and we're already back into it. I'm fucking excited.
Yeah, it's awesome. Yeah, not long between then.
No, it's fucking good.
I did miss one though. I swear we teed up that I was going to be on the What's Your Obsession at the end of the last one I was on.
Yeah. We still have to reschedule that.
Yeah.
But anyway, it hasn't been too long between Dorktown episodes, and the last episode we got you in on was the another great debate. Young Justice Season 1 versus Season 2.
Yeah.
And listening back on the edit of that one, I just realised that we just ragged on Season 3 a whole lot.
Yeah. Did you also realise that I won?
No. Oh, look, I think that the debate format lasted exactly about 15 minutes, and then it was just general chat.
Yeah.
The debate fizzled quite quickly.
It definitely did. It was hard for me to keep my conviction, because I can't shit on Season 2. It's too good.
Yeah, I know.
Especially coming off fucking Season 3 where it's like, yeah.
Yeah, and I found it hard to find anything unique in Season 2. Even though I think it's beautiful and unique, but technically it's not. But anyway, we are here to talk about Season 3 of Young Justice. Boo. I mean, let's not fucking give our thoughts and opinions away straight away. Let's give it a little bit of fucking rigmarole. Let's so Season 3 of Young Justice, there was a bit of gap between Season 1 and Season 2.
Yeah, just a bit.
It was, how many years was it?
Like fucking 8 or something. Yeah, 7 or 8 years, I think.
Yeah, it was definitely a while. By the way, if you can hear my kids going fucking ham in the background, I'm sorry, but also I'm not sorry because it's the best that's going to happen, to be honest. So yeah, Season 3 coming out in, Jesus Christ, it came out
2019.
in 2019. Oh my God. Comes out with a strong
fresh hot show. If you guys haven't heard of it, pretty new. Came out in 2019.
I know, man. I didn't hear about it in 2019. That's crazy.
I swear I fucking told you.
You might have. I probably.
And you were like, "Oh, Outsiders! I'm so excited."
Oh yeah, no, because I remember. No, I remember this now because when I first heard that it was called The Outsiders, I assumed it was going to be
like the actual
Outsiders, not this fucking
like Metamorpho and Katana.
Yeah, because there's an episode of Batman Brave and the Bold with the Outsiders in it.
Yeah.
And it's fucking wicked.
Yeah.
It's so good. So I thought that's what it was going to be. But instead we get 26 episodes
So
of Outsiders.
Yeah, Invasion was 2013 and then 2019 for Outsiders. So whatever that is.
And
9 minus 3.
this season has the most
7
episodes. Oh, man, it has the same amount of episodes to Season 1.
Yeah,
so they're both
it's
clocking
a
it.
chunk season.
Yeah. And I would say none of those episodes are good.
None.
I fucking struggled to find anything worth rewatching in this series. Yeah, that's exactly that sound is basically the sound I made the entire time watching this. So a little bit of backstory about when and how I watched this series. So about 3 weeks ago now, 3 weeks, maybe a month. About a month ago, I had a hernia in my belly button, and then I got a cyst in my belly button, and the hernia pushed on the cyst, and the cyst ruptured. And then I was in hospital for 4 days straight, incredibly high on painkillers.
Fun.
And the whole time I was there, basically, I just watched Young Justice Season 3.
Yeah, that was funny because we were meant to record the great debate, so I linked you up with the website.
Yeah.
And I was like, oh, you're still keen to record today? And then you pulled a me and flaked on me. And you're like, oh, no, sorry, man. I'm like in the hospital high as fuck on painkillers.
So high. The amount of painkillers they gave me for the reason I was in hospital was like ridiculous.
Yeah, I've been in hospital like post-surgery or like in excruciating pain. It's like 3rd-degree chemical burns and stuff like that. And I'm like, Cole, can I please have some painkillers? And I'm like, fuck off, you junkie.
Oh, there was one point where I was laying there dribbling, like actually dribbling. And the doctor walked up and he's like, hey, so I've just gone and picked up this Endone and 2 Panamax 4. What's your name and date of birth so I can give it to you? And I'm like, Philip? Rit, right. Born, I was. But like, yeah, high off my chops.
Sex?
And even
yes, please.
even high off my chops, I knew that this is a terrible season. It's so bad.
So I'll give you, there are a couple good episodes. Private Security.
Okay, yes. That is a good episode. So that's, I think we even mentioned this in the great debate episode about Young Justice, the episode with all the Roy clones and Dick doing like a private security gig.
Yeah.
It's good. It's the only. It's
and this. I feel like the second half is definitely stronger than the first half, but like holy fuck, the Nightmare Monkey episode was so trash. Like how they were trying to rewrite, like the backstory, Beast Boy's backstory, to be more like it's more canon with the comics, like the Monkey God and all of that stuff. But it's like it's fucking well established in Young Justice that he got those powers from a blood transfusion, and so he can shapeshift. He inherited some Martian traits.
Yeah, that's why he's got green skin and yeah.
So then in this Nightmare Monkeys thing, they like tried to like it was so fucking cooked. Like it was just such a cooked, like non-coherent fucking storyline.
Yeah, and not only that, they've fucking ruined Beast Boy this whole season. I think he's basically shithouse up until the last couple of episodes, and even then he's still not great.
Yeah,
because they make Beast Boy, so they do another time skip between season 2 and season 3. They do 6 years this time, or it's not even that long. I think it's like a year.
There's been 10 years from season 1 to season 4. So however much that works out in
5,
because there's like no skip between 1 and 2. That all happens within.
Yep, and then there's 5 years between. There's 5 years between 1 and 2.
Oh, okay. Oh, yeah. That's
yeah.
Because fucking Dick and everything.
Yeah, so there's 5 years between 1 and 2. And then, so there must be like 4 years or 3 years between 2 and 3. I don't care, to be honest, because I'm never watching this season again. But yeah.
I think like, I think maybe Unknown Factors is that other really good one where Dick and Jefferson Pierce go after Granny Good, like Black Lightning and Dick.
Yeah.
And then that after that I think is cool where they're in that fucking hellscape thing and you get to see like a bit more about Apocalypse and you get like a little bit of Barter there and like when but yeah it's not cool enough.
This whole season is basically just a fucking giant edging towards Apocalypse and it's not even that good.
Yeah, and like the characters just seem so lackluster.
Okay,
and
so
inconsequential.
Let's talk about the Outsiders team then, because I can easily say the worst part of this season. Easily,
is the team. Yeah,
it's
for sure.
Terrible.
And like Halo, it really, really seemed, which sucked coming from like a really politically woke, for lack of a better term, series that Young Justice was, like Avatar Last Airbender. It already touched on huge themes already. It already had a diverse, like sexually and racially diverse team.
Yeah.
I don't understand why they put in a character who's like a brown, hijab-wearing, non-binary, like fucking... like there's... She's a Muslim, but not Muslim. She's just a hijab wearing, like, there's just like, it seems like they really tried to tick a whole box of like diversity quota in there. Like, and it just seemed, I didn't care about her. I did not give a
Yeah.
fuck about Halo. Like her, she was so boring. And same with fucking Brienne. Brienne is fucking boring. I think they fucked up Terra's like.
Oh, we'll fucking get to.
The
We're putting
worst fucking Terra
we're
story.
putting a pin in Terra because we're
Yeah.
fucking circling back to that. But back to Halo. I agree with you that she's fucking dull and trash.
Pansexual as well too. We'll chuck that one on there because she kisses the girl at that one point. as
Yeah,
well.
but like,
So they're just trying to chuck in like diversity.
and everything that Halo does is fucking irritating. I don't think she makes a decision that's not irritating.
Yeah. And the first time it's like, holy fuck, did she just get like her throat cut? And you're like, oh my God, wow, that's cool. And then 2 episodes later, you're like, oh, I'm already fucking overseeing her dying all the time.
I think the death count on her is like 5. Lobo kills her. She dies so often, and everyone else reacts like everyone in the show reacts pretty horrifically towards Halo dying because it's pretty gruesome. But also, there's no fucking weight in it for us as an audience as well. I think it cheapens a lot of the fights because she dies so quickly, and it makes her seem really shit, or it just means that. I don't know, just especially when Lobo
when you're like, oh, you managed to kill a hero that quickly. How have you never done that before?
I think the Lobo one got to me the most because Lobo like grabs her and immediately stabs her, where a scene before he had another hero in the same
Easy,
position
fam. And just starts yelling at him.
and just
stuff.
like through her. But like with I fucking
It was I think they really missed the mark with Halo. Like
I think she's the
they-
biggest weakest link for sure.
Yeah, in everything, which sucks because like this show is full of strong female characters.
Yeah.
Like so I don't see why they. Pardon me. I wish we saw Rocket instead.
Man,
he's a dark skinned female who like could be gay. She's got short hair.
Oh, fuck. But yeah, I know what you mean.
And she's fucking cooler and has like and is more well established and stuff. Yeah, I don't know. Like
It just felt so unnecessary to build a new team for this season, especially when the team that they build has no good people in it. I mean, I like Fredbug with 2 Gs, but I think that's mainly just because he calls himself Fredbug with 2 Gs.
yeah, and like the whole fun, like how they have a weird idea of self, so talking to himself in third person and all of that. Like, yeah, it's a fun little like. It's fun. It's really fun.
And there's no way you would actively have to try to convince me that Fredbug wasn't fucking Bioship. It's canon for me. That's a canon relationship.
Yeah, I ship that. I ship that hard.
Yeah. But
Bioship
Geoforce.
with 2 Bs.
Oh yeah.
Oh
Geoforce.
my god! Shut up,
worst.
Geoforce. Get over it, you little whinger.
He is such a cunt.
It's like have a
the
sword.
whole
Fuck
time.
off.
All he does is whinge. Or,
Yeah,
like
it's like I never thought that I'd be missing fucking Lagoon. It's like, where's Lagoon Boy? I miss his shit.
Lagoon Boy seems like a fucking happy memory at this point.
yeah,
like
compared to fucking
he's
Brion.
such a fucking sour sack the whole time. He has 2 emotions: anger, upset.
Yeah.
And that is his range for the whole season. For 26 episodes, we either have to watch him be angry or upset.
And spoiler alert, obviously there's always fucking spoiler alerts if you're listening to this.
Yeah.
It sets up this whole like he goes fucking full Magneto at the end and creates this like haven for metahumans and all of that stuff. You know what would have made that way more intense? If I liked him before he went bad. Like if you were like,
Yeah.
oh no, not Brion, not like, oh thank fuck
Yeah.
that cunt. Like it's
Yeah.
like who like I didn't care. It's like when they killed Daenerys in the end of Game of Thrones because they just like fucking breezed through it. No one
Yeah.
felt anything.
Yeah.
Like that was one of the main characters that everyone loved, and she died, and no one gave a fuck because they just phoned it in. And that's what I feel like they did with Brion and Halo. They just fucking phoned them, both of those characters in. All of the like. They're bullshit arcs that aren't even really arcs. Like,
What emotional development do they go through? Halo realizes that she's a mother box and thus isn't the person she was before.
yeah, but she struggles with identity, being like, even though I'm a mother box and I was in a female human's body, like biologically, I don't know where that makes me fit. Like,
But also,
not even
that's
really an
never
arc.
that's never
Yeah.
resolved
I
or
know,
anything.
She's just like, oh, okay, everyone, I'm non-binary.
Yeah.
And like, okay, cool, and then nothing ever happens.
Yay for growth. Just
Yeah.
fucking,
I
just
know,
a
with,
big
like-
old thumbs up. And
Like,
it's just,
that's the whole problem with this thing. It just feels like they're phoned in. Like you can make that engaging, interesting plot point, like one that will give non-binary people something to like connect with and relate to, rather than just being like, oh, and also I am this too.
Yeah.
Like nothing else.
I think too, one of my biggest problems with season 3 of the many problems I have with season 3 is that they took the well-established 2 seasons previously, the expansive roster of characters, the great storytelling that has happened in 2 seasons leading up to this, and said, you know what? Fuck it, we'll make a new team.
Yeah, no.
And like, yeah, sure, that Superboy's their mentor, and Miss Martian's involved, and you know,
Yeah, and you get to
Artemis
see
is there,
the
and
dick like stuff and that. Or if you're gonna make new things, just fucking lean into the Bat family. Just lean into it. I want to hear about Orphan.
we get so many references to the Bat family, and they're just never on screen.
I know.
They give us Oracle without giving us any of the backstory of how
Yeah.
Batgirl became Oracle.
Because you literally saw Batgirl in season 2.
Yeah.
And you're like, oh, and now she's in a wheelchair. But I guess Young Justice does sort of breeze over a bit of that. I did notice some people like in fan forums complaining that like, oh, we don't get deep enough dive into the villains. You might get 5 villains in an episode. I don't get enough. And
Yeah.
it's like, read the fucking wiki.
Yeah.
Get a fucking.
I mean, it's
like-
it's not young villains, it's young
Yeah.
Unjustice. It's Young Justice,
Yeah,
motherfucker.
Young Justice. Yeah, no, but I get like they could dive deeper into.
They literally could have just picked 5 quote unquote outsider members of the Young Justice team and said, okay, we're just going to do a season with these guys.
Yeah.
Like Black Lightning's apprentice, or his not apprentice,
Static,
yeah. Fuck, why wasn't he just in it the whole
Yeah,
time?
I know. Like I was thinking, like that we already had the fucking outsiders with like fucking Ty and fucking Katana and fucking
Metamorph.
yeah. No, but like in that episode, Runaways.
Oh, yeah, we did too with
that was
the-
basically outsiders
Yeah,
already.
the
We had
Native
that-
American kid and stuff
Yeah,
like that. It was
Ty,
sick.
yeah, who has fucking awesome astral projecting
Yeah.
cool powers. Fuck him off. We don't care
No.
about him no more.
And it's such a disrespect to the 2 seasons prior. Like, it's literally just a big fuck you.
It honestly like sucks.
It's so, I was shocked at how bad it was. And I think the
Yeah.
pinnacle of trash really comes from all the, I want to say Sokovia, but it's not fucking Sokovia. What's the shitty
Markovia.
Markovia, thank you. All the Markovia people fucking suck. The female scientist who
whatever
betrays
her
everyone,
fucking name is.
fucking hate her. She's awful throughout the whole
Yeah.
thing.
Again, who cares about her? Who cares about Brown? Who cares about Halo?
I would have
Why
cared about-
do I fucking care about them? Give me a reason, Walt Disney.
I would have cared about that scientist who was leading on Black Lightning a little bit more if they gave them any screen time, any emotional like depth, or because basically Black Lightning and her just go from meeting to fucking like in a span of an episode.
Like you look at even fucking Black Canary and Ollie Green Arrow.
Yeah.
And in that, like even that, it's not like you got as much fucking depth as you did with like the Miss Martian and stuff like that, but it's still a well-established relationship.
Yeah.
There was enough. Like they'd even cut to like, oh, here's a 30-second scene where they're at a date talking about something, and we'll tie that in to make it relevant with the story, but we'll also illustrate that there is this relationship. Like it was piss poor storytelling in this, which was like so upsetting.
yeah, it's just. I was just amazed at every decision they made throughout the whole series. I was shocked at the level that it kind of it scraped down to. And I think what they were going for, and I want to give them the benefit of the doubt, I think what they were going for was a season 1. A tight-knit young group of heroes from different backgrounds making it work together. They even went
'cause
back
it
to Happy
essentially is
Harbor.
the
you know?
reboot.
Yeah, it is the
'cause it's
reboot.
a whole new generation.
Yeah.
Might be their first introduction.
And like, if that was what they were going for, sure. But give us better characters.
Yeah.
Just give us. Don't give us
Or an
Halo.
arc, an actual interesting arc.
Yeah, like they gave us Halo, a bland nothing character, like literally a nothing character whose deaths are like cheap and
Yeah,
meaningless.
and how can you have like fucking 10 like minority groups and still be boring?
Exactly. It's just so bland. And then you get Geoforce, who's just angry and sad. That's it.
Yeah.
You get Fredbug, pretty cool.
Dope.
I
9
like
out of
him.
10.
He's really good.
Solid
And then
9.
who's the 4th member of the Outsiders? Terra.
Yeah, when she comes over.
And they fuck Terra. Like they ruin her. I cannot believe that they took Terra, who in the original Teen Titans cartoon was the best villain, the best redemption, and the best arc, wrapped up in one fucking couple of episodes.
And her arc is like piss poor. It's like, oh, I'm actually a bad guy. Oh, wait, no, I'm not.
Yeah.
It's like, oh, cool, thanks. That's
Also,
cool.
what Terra does nothing.
Yeah.
Nothing. She barely talks.
Which is better than fucking Breon, I guess. 'Cause
Yeah.
at least she doesn't talk, but yeah.
And there is one last member of the Outsiders, Cyborg, who I'm so sick of seeing his origin. I can't do it anymore.
Oh, it's so sad. My dad cared more about work than me. Oh, my body, what happened? I used to be a hot football player and now I'm a robot.
And now that I'm a science experiment, my dad actually cares about me, but it's not when I want him to care about me.
Yeah. Which is cool. Which is a fucking cool story.
It was cool when we saw it the first time,
And
but
it
this
would've-
has to be the 400th time we've seen Cyborg's origin.
Yeah, it would have been awesome in like a DC animated like standalone or something like that. I think it would have been cool. But yeah, I think they touch on it in one of the I think maybe
I want to say Throne of the Atlantis, but I don't think it's Throne of the Atlantis.
I think they do. It's near Crisis, I think it is. It's around that era of the DC animated. That's the thing, is like they don't have much continuity in the DC animated thing. So you don't know where.
Young Justice is basically its own. Yeah, it's own
Young
beast.
Justice doesn't really fit it. But I like to watch Under the Red Hood in between season 1 and 2.
Okay.
Then you're like, oh yeah, here's Jason's bit.
Yeah.
Yeah, and then he comes up and then he's dead and yeah.
That's actually a pretty good watch
Yeah,
order.
it
That's a
does
fun
sort of
watch
fit
order.
in.
Yeah.
Yeah.
That is
yeah.
pretty fun. Terra. Okay.
Yeah.
One thing
Why
I
you
want
do my
to
girl like this?
one thing I want to say about Terra, that it is an actual crime that they gave her short hair. Like, it's a crime.
I didn't even think of like that's
Like,
that's the least fucking important part.
no,
of it to
I'm
me.
sorry. Terra needs to have long hair. It's fucking. As soon as I saw her on screen, I was like, the fuck, the fuck, the audacity, the audacity. Because look, I'm going to show you a picture of Teen Titans Terra. Look at that. That's the best design ever.
She's a long girl.
Long, yeah, she is. She would star in the Netflix reboot of Tall Girl movie 3.
Okay, cool. Yeah.
Tall Girl? You've never seen those
never seen
movies?
it, never.
Okay, so it's a rom-com about a girl who can't find love because guess what?
She's tall.
Very. 6 foot, in fact. Huge. What a monster, right? What a
Taller
hideous,
than me.
hideous beast of a human. 6 foot tall. Yuck. I'm clearly padding because Tyson's taking his clothes off. Anyway.
Yeah, sorry everyone, I was getting naked. It's
fucking hot.
in here. This is Australia. It's fucking summer, even though we're close to the coast. What is it, like fucking 38 degrees in here or something
Yeah,
ridiculous?
it's fucking warm, mate. It's
Celsius, like the real degrees. Not fuckhead height. I mean Fahrenheit.
warm.
Not car shootings per mile. Or
Oh my
car
god.
shooting.
Let's get back onto
let's
topic.
stop
Unfortunately,
Roasting Americans.
season 3 of Young Justice.
Oh, yeah, that's
Yeah,
right. That's,
fuck it, yeah, I
that's
know.
why I was... Yeah, I don't want to relive it.
Do you think that there are any redeeming factors of this series?
Yeah, I think post 13, the second half. Well, yeah, the one episode Private Security, pretty redeeming. It's like a fucking one shot. It's awesome.
And that's just fun though. Like that is
Yeah.
there's no real consequences for the overarching narrative. It's just a one shot kind of fun.
Yeah, and like I said, I do like the granny stuff. I liked when Cyborg fought the Overlord.
Yeah.
I like seeing Dick. I like seeing Dick. No.
I'm-
I like seeing Dick and Virgil get fucked up in that torture thing with Granny. I think that sort of stuff was cool. I liked that we got to see a bit of Barter, and you get to see a bit of Barter in season 4 too. One of the ones with Clarion.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah, so that's like potential because she's a cool character. Like, but yeah, very little redeeming qualities. Again, the animation is as on point as it always is. Great character design, except for fucking the short hair on Terra, apparently.
Fucking hate it, man.
But
It's a
other than
crime.
that, it just other than that, there's like fucking 2 or 3 episodes, and it's like it seems so inconsequential to season 4 as well too. Like
It seems like season 3 has carried no weight, and like the big thing that they're focusing on throughout the season is this the scourge of metahuman trafficking. So, like it's hinted at and even shown that aliens are trafficking metahumans off Earth to recruit them, activate their gene, and use them as soldiers in.
Yeah, that's where we start. That's the first episode, and then that's how we get the beginning of Black Lightning's arc, because he accidentally kills one of the bad guys who actually turned out to be a metahuman who was just like weaponized.
A human,
So
a weaponized human.
That gives him this whole sort of struggle, which sort of leads into why he's so evilly led with that. Like, why didn't we follow them?
Exactly. Like,
why didn't we follow Black Lightning and the Bat family?
I know,
give us
like
these shitty fucking Breon and stuff?
They give us this fucking amazing storyline potential of Batman leaving the Justice League, Black Lightning leaving the Justice League, all these massive changes happening to the Justice League, as well as Aqualad running it. All this stuff is happening, and they're like, "Oh no, we're not going to focus on all this cool stuff with all these characters that have been developed for 2 seasons that you know and love.
Yeah.
What we're going to do is we're going to let that play in the background, and you're going to have this dog shit." Yeah. You can watch this dog shit, and we'll let all this cool stuff just happen in the background, and we'll hint to it later.
The story you wish you had.
Yeah,
why don't they make season 3.5?
Honestly, they should have just followed the Bat family. They should have followed Dick and all that, and their underhanded kind of maneuvers to get rid of Lex Luthor, because the Lex Luthor in the UN is
the secretary.
It's a fantastic storyline, and they never really do anything with it because they're too busy worrying about what fucking Halo thinks about some Geoforce cunt who's too fucking depressed to get an erection. I'm done. I'm done. I can't.
Honestly, honestly, it is that bad.
It's remarkably bad.
And then we get brief talks about it in season 4 that Breon is like the leader of Markovia and all of that, but it's still like inconsequential.
Yeah.
We already have fucking a dictator from a nearby country, fucking Queen Bee.
Who was
She already
awesome.
took over Kurak, and she's already neighboring with fucking...
Bialia?
Yeah, so Bialia took over Kurak.
Yeah, that's
and
right,
became Greater Bialia,
Yeah.
and Bialia borders Markovia.
Yeah, that's right, yeah.
Yeah, which is... shit that I fucking...
Yeah.
I know the borders of imaginary
Yeah.
countries. Don't worry, I know all of the countries anyway, so I'm a geography nerd.
I don't think I could name more than 5.
That's it. I was trying to say someone the other day, and it's like 20 countries. I was like, yeah, bet you can't even name 20 countries.
I'm not even...
So crazy.
I'm not good with directions, brother. I can't...
Yeah, good
I'm
point.
shocking. I couldn't find my way out of a wet fucking paper bag if I had both hands. I just can't do it. I'm fucking shocking.
It's an interesting analogy.
I know.
Whatever that word that is.
Who knows? We've literally just finished work. My brain is still fucking fried.
Yeah, we both knocked off at the same time today. That's pretty good.
I know. We literally walked into the studio. I took my work boots off and unbuttoned my chef jacket. And this is as comfortable as I've been all day.
Yeah. What time did you start?
I'm so happy to talk about anything that's not Justice League. I started at 9 o'clock today.
Oh, yeah?
Yeah.
Oh, yeah, so, yeah.
I had to get
Same here.
I had to get a rapid test before I started work. I have to get a rapid test every second day now.
In Australia, we call them rats.
Rat test.
No, not test. The T is for test.
Is that like
pin
ATM
number.
machine?
Yes, an ATM machine. It's just a rat.
I still say rat test. But anyway, I had to get a rat. And the great thing about getting a rat is if you rock up to like exactly when you're supposed to start at work, which is what I do because I'm not a fucking psychopath.
Rock up early.
Yeah, I'm not fucking wanting the company just to not pay me for me to be there. But anyway, I get there on time, and if it's particularly busy and there's staff members who are waiting to get rats in front of you, you just have to wait. And then when you get it, you have to wait another 15 minutes.
So you don't clock on?
No, I clock. As soon as I'm there, I'm fucking there, man. I'm getting
true.
paid.
Yeah, true. I clock on.
Yeah, and then get your rats. You gotta wait.
I'll clock on and then walk around the office and just have yarns to everyone.
Well, I can't walk around. I can't. I have to stay outside of the facility. So but yeah, I've just been like sitting there for like half an hour to 40 minutes every morning, just having a coffee, watching TV on my phone.
Yeah, that's sick.
It's
Got
great.
caught watching hentai again yet, or?
Fucking okay. Let's talk about this really quickly. So, if anyone who uses the mobile app of Reddit knows, the Reddit app just got updated. Well, at least it did here in Australia. And what they've done is they've changed the layout. So when you automatically open Reddit, it doesn't go to popular first. It goes to your home first, which is all the trending posts from the subreddits you're subscribed to instead of just the worldwide trending.
Yeah, that's how I
always had it set to you open popular first, so you never have to worry about anything random popping up from like
a blur and say for word.
No, I'm not a coward. But anyway, I pulled up Reddit the other day, and it went straight to my home thing. And there's subs that I'm subscribed.
Keep going.
There was subs that I'm subscribed to that popped up straight away, and the first 6 posts were just. It was literally. Hentai gif, self-suck. It was just like 1, 2, 3, 4, and I opened this in front of coworkers and I was like, oh, kill me now.
Oh yeah, that's right. So the other day you shared in one of our group chats a post posted in r/gay spider brothel.
Yep.
I've spent a lot of time on Reddit and I've never come across
I mean, I've been on Reddit for a long time now, and I've never posted, and I've just lurked.
You've never posted.
Nah,
That's crazy.
I've lurked.
I post on our
I just lurk, man.
subreddit.
This is a fun story.
I had a unhealthy addiction to Gone Wild for a little bit there.
Oh, mate.
I mean, just at lunchtime or smoko when I was working outside before I had a legit job, just scroll.
It's
put my phone down. I'm like, oh fuck, better lock.
Yeah, you can't. This is a funny story. You know this story, but I don't think the listeners of this podcast know this story. There's a guest who is he'd either just been on an episode that got released or he's on an upcoming episode that just got released. Our friend of the show, Flash, aka Shit Nipples.
AKA Pookie Magoo, AKA Nebulizer, AKA. No, we could go on.
We could go on for literally ever. Anyway, he was on Reddit and I found his username and anytime he posted anything.
And he was posted in fucking RuneScape.
It was always trying to trend in RuneScape. And anytime he posted anything, I would just fucking troll the living daylights out of him.
It was so good. Such a good troll too, because no one else would really understand a lot of it.
Nah.
But Flash was genuinely upset.
He was so... It's the first time I think we've ever seen a message go into the group chat that's like, hey, can you stop bullying me? It's just I felt legitimately bad for about 2 seconds and then I immediately kept going.
Oh, that was fucking hilarious.
But yeah, I followed
this
him.
guy has a Will Anderson haircut.
Oh,
Remember when he had a fresh haircut? Now he's got a ratty mullet.
He used to look so handsome. I love you, Flash, but you've let yourself go, buddy.
Yeah, he's thugging. He's straight thugging.
he's
At
straight
least he's
thugging.
put on some weight. He's beefing up.
But yeah, I was following his Reddit account for maybe 2 years before I even did anything, and I was just waiting for my time. Hey, oh god,
I've been on Reddit for many a year too. I've just only made my first keeper account. I was just burner 1, 2, 3, 4, 5.
How many?
8, 7, 9, 69.
God, how many burners have I gone through now? I've done I think I've done at least 4 resets. I just had to.
Yeah.
Fuck, Reddit's a dangerous place.
Yeah, I know.
It's such a time suck. It really just fucking evaporates my time.
Surely I can't. I was just thinking of what my social media policy does covering Reddit. They didn't have Reddit in there.
Mine has nothing about
Tumblr
Reddit.
in there.
Mine because I had
MySpace and Tumblr.
Mine had TikTok in there, so TikTok was like a 4 paragraph section of our social media policy thing, and I was like, oh my god.
Yeah.
And anyone, I know a few listeners and stuff, especially if you listen to Loser Cartoon podcast and a few of the other podcasts we've collabed with, they're on TikTok and they post all that stuff. And a few people have asked, when are we doing TikTok? The answer is never. I'm never doing TikTok.
Fuck China.
Well, no, I just...
Fuck Xi Jinping.
I can't do any social media. I'm fucking shocking online.
I did take over the Insta for a little while because you were so bad.
I'm so bad at it. I can't... I feel like I'm 40 sometimes, hey. I just don't have it in me to understand the internet sometimes. It's so confusing.
Yeah, you were not putting tags on stuff, hashtags and stuff. And then I was like, man, I can do that. And then I was like, actually... depression.
Yeah, we'll just. I think our social media's plan is whoever's the least depressed takes over for a little while. We're all cycling through it. We're just whoever's got the most serotonin kicking around their body at that point in time.
Yeah, fucking oath.
But you know when I had no serotonin in my body, watching Young Justice season 3, circling back. I know we've got to. I mean, we don't, but also we have to. I think that the episode. Oh my God, I've completely lost. I had it set and I've lost it. Oh, the episode with Zantana and Artemis and
Zatanna.
Jesus, Zantana.
Zatara.
Yeah, anyway.
You've combined them.
I did.
Zantara.
Anyway, where she goes and does all the Dr. Fate stuff and Halo tags along and Artemis is all there. I think that stuff was genuinely kind of touching.
Yeah. Yeah, that was really cool. I also like how that's set up for some awesome stories in season 4. The like Dr. Fate, Zatara, Zatanna, whole fucking dealio. Yeah.
I think
what
man, I'm
just trying to think of like
just nothing.
some more positives to say, and it's like, yeah, Dick, Virgil, fucking.
I mean, like the Miss Martian's brother stuff was pretty interesting.
Oh yeah, I forgot that was in this one too.
Yeah,
that was cool, and learning a bit about like a little bit more about Martian law. And yeah, there's definitely a couple of battles and encounters and stuff every now and again that pop up that are good.
Yeah, and I mean, Young Justice has always done action really well.
Yeah,
and there are good action beats in this, like Halo for all her fucking numerous shit points. Her powers still look pretty cool on screen when she's fighting, and you know, Geoforce. Actually, I think Geoforce looks terrible when he's fighting. I hated what they did to his power.
Oh, and I fucking hate his outfit.
Oh yeah, it's yuck. It's real yuck, actually. Fuck. Now that you mention it, yeah.
Yeah, that green, trash shade of green, gross, weird, skin tight. Like, it's just so lame. Like they just, it made me feel like season 3 of Korra was nothing. Nothing on the disrespect to the legacy that this did.
Okay, I just looked up. I was just like I was on a Young Justice thing and I saw a promo picture for Young Justice season 3. I'm just going to show it to Tyre now. This promo picture is a fucking lie because Katana's in there, Metamorph's in there.
Yeah, what the fuck?
I think that's the season we were supposed to get.
Yeah.
But for some reason they left two very interesting.
Yeah, just get rid of fucking Brion and Halo and put in fucking
Zatanna and Metamorph, Fredbug with 2 Gs.
Yeah, Fredbug with 2 Gs, Metamorpho and Katana.
And chuck Static in there. Because, yeah, we get the Black Lightning stuff, right? Black Lightning stuff's great, but why don't we get the reverse, or not the reverse, the inverse of that storyline, which is Static trying to go through this world now with the loss of a male role model. You know what I mean? Like, he lost a father figure. Like, he had to watch a father figure, like,
he was
fall
black
apart.
And he had lightning powers. It's like, same.
So literally same. And they just were like, oh, no, we're not going to do anything with that.
Yeah.
This is why.
Yeah.
We
could have got the Kid Flash, like Batman Robin dynamic with them in a cool, interesting way. Again, if they cared so much about diversity, like, it's black characters.
Yeah.
So, like, but they just... I cannot understand why they did Halo and fucking Geoforce. Like, I just don't... Yeah, it literally fucking baffles my mind.
It's honestly ridiculous how bad it is. It really is. What did you think of the Artemis love story thing that they tried to almost force feed?
I thought it was cool. It seemed real and relatable.
Yeah.
It's like, oh, are we, aren't we, do we, don't we?
And I think, well, me as a viewer, I knew that they weren't. Yeah. I knew that they weren't because I for some reason the emotional wounds of Wally are still super fresh in this universe.
Yeah.
Like really fresh. And I think they're going to keep it that way because I think it's a good reminder of what is at stake here. You know what I mean?
You need to watch more of season 4.
I think I do need to watch more of season
That
4.
you definitely do need to watch more of season 4.
Because you just made a look at me and I was like, fuck, what have I
everything
missed?
you were saying, and I was just getting this shit-eating grin, just bigger
fuck.
and bigger.
Okay, we're not talking about season 4. Anyway, but yeah, I knew as a viewer they weren't going to get together, but I was happy for them to try. Like I was happy
and
for them to work it out. Yeah,
that's a relatable, real story. It's like, oh, I'm in close proximity with this person who, like, is of the like sexual orientation and gender orientation that I am attracted to. Yeah. Like, weird chemistry between friends is a pretty relatable thing, I think.
Yeah, and he's a ginger, which is apparently her type. She loves a ginge.
Yeah, good.
She's got a thing for the ginger minge. I'm so annoyed that Cheshire wasn't in it more. She could have been in it so much more. Her daughter is in it. They could have thrown her in fucking all over the place, and they didn't.
Leon.
Man, I'm just angry.
I know.
I'm just honestly angry.
Yeah, like it really, it makes me feel less upset about Cora. Like, because Cora, I felt the same way. It's like, how dare you? How dare you? Like, put us in the fucking industrial revolution, take away like so much cool stuff. But like season 3, huge redemption. Also, it's Avatar bending. There's so much cool stuff when I'm talking about Cora. But I had a similar thing where I was like, oh, I don't feel like you've done the legacy of Avatar so good. And with this, I was like, what the fuck? How do you do Young Justice like this? Like,
yeah, how do you fuck it? How do you, and like, because the formula is there. The formula is there in season 1 and 2. The characters are there. And even if you were to take the fucking loose arcs that are in this season, but just apply it to different characters, I think this season is automatically better.
Yeah. Yeah, I know. And like, it's just like, I just can't understand how shit the story writing was. How did they not, like, fucking, Brion should have had the best fucking redemption arc to then fall back. Like, you know how well Zuko was like, he was like, oh yeah, I'm sort of going all right towards the end of book 2, and then Azula gets him, and then he drops back over to the bad side after sort of halfway redeeming himself. Yep. It's like, that's so captivating as storytelling. And then it makes his full redemption even better that he had this slip up partway through. 100%. It's like, why couldn't they have given Brion a better, but he just went from angry Zuko to Zuko going home with Azula. Yeah. There was no like cool Zuko in the middle. He just went from like, oh yeah, you're a dick and no one likes you, to, oh yeah, you're a dick and no one likes you, but now you're also royalty. And like, if they were planning on his love story with Halo to be the emotional crux, well then it was never going to be, because we don't care. But there was a love story in this season that could have been amazing. Yeah. Like young love breaking up, finding back. Tim and Wonder Girl literally in the background are going through some heavy shit. Yeah. Because Tim has to kind of betray her for the Bat family and stuff like that. So why wasn't that the love story that we were focusing on? Because that's fucking great. Because we've got fuck all of Cassie as well too. Like we get Dick or Wonder Girl and she's cool. Yeah. And then again, if you want to tick these boxes, strong female character. Like physically strong
female character. Oh my
Not
God.
fucking annoying bullshit character.
And like, I would have killed to see Tim Drake Robin have to juggle between his commitments to the Bat family and his commitments to Wonder Girl. That would have been fantastic, because all the Bat family, no matter who they are, eventually at some point have to go through a stage where they realize Batman's a cunt. Yeah. They all have to do it. This could have been when Tim does that, and it would have been great.
Like Red Robin.
Yeah.
Yeah.
But we get nothing.
No.
And we have to watch Halo half be into Geoforce and then half kiss a fucking punk girl that she met at her school that carries a gun around with her.
She took from her yeah, I know. That whole bit too was just like so, it just seemed so phoned in. Like it just seemed like they were just really trying to appeal to some fucking woke fucking 16-year-olds or something like that. And they're like, oh, they'll love this. Even though there's no substance. It like ticks a box.
There's none.
Yeah, and that's the thing that bothers me about that is like ticking a box seems more important than like context. And that sucks, because this like, yeah, it needed some context for that to make sense.
It just needed some substance.
Also, I just want to correct myself. I've been calling Black Lightning Virgil when he's Jefferson. Virgil's Static.
Cool.
Yeah, so I just sorry everyone who was listening and
I just
mad
wanted
every time I said
to
it.
correct all the wrong things that I've said because I don't know if we have enough time to start recording, but we'll start now. Pretty sure in episode 1 I made a mistake. I'm pretty sure in episode 2 I'm pretty sure I made some mistakes. Episode 3, you betcha, mistakes. 4,
yeah.
mistakes.
No,
5,
but I'm
yeah.
sorry. If I was listening to that, it's like it's not Virgil, it's Jefferson. No,
Yeah.
this is the kind of shit that fucking.
Anyway.
Communist, see my son.
God, this is the worst this podcast has ever been. This is fucking atrocious. What did you think of? I just had a fucking talking point pulled up, and now it's gone. It's gone. Oh,
Fuck it, we'll do it live.
Cyborg.
Yeah.
Let's circle back to Cyborg. Do you think
Victor.
that they gave him too much power?
What do you mean?
He is maybe the strongest cyborg committed to screen. Boom tubes alone, he is ridiculously powerful.
Yeah, like teleporting is already a power.
Yeah. And he can communicate to mother
he's-
boxes.
Yeah, and he's just like cyberkinetic in general. He can communicate with any like technology or
Yeah.
technology, whatever, technopath.
I think it's
Yeah,
Technopath.
it's a
Yeah.
technopath. Yeah, he's also like a shapeshifter. He carries heavy artillery. It's like, let's throw together everything Beast Boy can do, but make it inorganic. We'll throw together fucking Arsenal, make it even better. It's like, Arsenal, you're Arsenal shit.
Yeah, Arsenal, you are useless now.
We'll call you Halfanal.
What did you... Now I'm just going through and asking the good points. The Vandal Savage,
Yeah.
or as I like to call him, Randall Savage.
He did that in an episode.
Yeah. The Vandal Savage stuff, his little episode and that he gets.
Absolutely sick.
Yeah,
how
because
he's
we get a bit of
talking to
his
daughter
backstory and stuff
Yeah,
like
yeah.
that. That's really cool. And we get to visit the War World again.
Yeah,
And
which was awesome because ever since the end of season 2, I was like, what is he doing?
Why-
Where's the War World?
Well, you just gave the strongest person in the world, like the most scary person in the world, the most scary weapon in the world, and he hasn't done anything
Yeah,
yet?
he's like an invincible god man with a whole planet of destruction floating around. He's like got a Death Star. It's
That's
like
like-
Darth Vader some shit up, son.
It's the equivalent of giving your high school bully the codes to the nukes.
Yeah.
Like, it's like, oh, what is he going to do? This is outrageous.
Yeah. Yeah, I really like Savage. And I like that he's the biggest bad of the whole series.
Yeah,
Like,
he's the
and it all
the
plays
guy.
down to this, like, essentially the whole overarching thing is the anti-life equation. How,
Yeah.
like, Savage and Darkseid have made essentially a truce until they're the last two rulers in the universe, and then they fight it out to see who wins.
I think it'll be Vandal.
Yeah.
I don't know. You know what I'm excited for, or at least intrigued for?
Darkseid's
Yeah.
a god. It's like one of the strongest things, but
I'm excited to see how they deal with Darkseid's eyes. Because I think,
what, the Omega beams?
yeah, I think sometimes, especially in animated DC stuff, it looks fucking horrid.
Oh, I
it
know,
looks
like-
like a 2005 screensaver. Like, it looks fucking terrible.
Yeah. They did really good in, I think it was Dark Apocalypse War.
Yeah, it's fucking fresh
that
as fuck.
is a sick.
We should do an episode about all the DC movies one day.
I will, man.
I've got them like all there too on DVD copies. We should just
Yeah.
why aren't we talking about that?
Yeah.
Because we're talking about the worst fucking season of Young Justice.
Well, that's
Oh
why
my
I've been
God.
like
It's so yuck. I hate it.
trying to jump that sort of stuff in. It's like, oh yeah, because DC does do good animations. I swear.
How I just remembered it. How good is Guy Gardner Green Lantern?
Oh, yes.
so good.
That was a point that I had from, I think it was season 2, early season 2 of Young Justice, where, or maybe it's towards the end of season 1 yet, right towards the end of season 1 where they're seeing who will be on the league.
Yeah.
And the other lanterns that they get. And they're like, oh, Earth has another Green Lantern, Guy Gardner, and they're both like,
No.
but no.
He's the fucking worst, man. He's just a frat boy with a Green Lantern ring, and I'm fucking there for it. He's so good.
Yeah. As he's just flying away.
I fucking love. But all the Justice League stuff is good.
Yeah.
And like we get to see a little bit of stuff with Connor, Kent, and Superman again, which is nice.
And get to see their whole like, oh, you're not my son, you're my brother, and it's like,
Yeah.
oh, that's a cool compromise. We'll
Yeah.
see how like Connor, like how Clark gets there and everything. And yeah, no, like, yeah, there's definitely like lots of cool stuff in it. They just
It's
fucking
just- yeah.
shit all over it. They just like they got all of the stuff that was base level in all of the other Young Justice. They had like all of that stuff there, but that's the best stuff.
Yeah. It's like they wrapped a present in the best wrapping paper you've ever seen. Like basically gold wrapping paper.
Yeah.
But it's just a box full of diarrhea.
Fuck yeah, this is the same as the wrapping paper as the last two presents I
Yeah.
got. I bet it's awesome because the last one was a Lamborghini.
Yeah. A Lamborghini, and the other one was like a new model sex toy from Japan. Like, this is the best Christmas ever, Mum.
Yeah, and then you open this one, it's like
Box of diarrhea. A box of hot runny
It's a
poo.
potato.
I'm picturing just a sloshy, wet box of liquid poo.
Yeah.
Fuck, I hate Young Justice Season 3. I really
know,
do.
it sucks so much, which like hurts me to say because I love Young Justice
I know.
as a whole.
It would have been-
As a whole, it's still like 8 out of 10 because this managed to take 2 away.
Yeah, it was a 10 out of 10 before.
Like-
Yeah, you're exactly right. It's an 8 out of 10 now because
I
of this.
feel like the rest can pull season 3 up. Like season 3 hasn't ruined the whole franchise, but it put a dent in it.
Yeah. Yeah, it is. You're right. It's like if Young Justice was a car, it would be like a Lamborghini, but someone's popped the tires.
Yeah.
You know what I
Put
mean?
a fucking Honda Civic ass end on it or
Yeah.
something like that.
They put a Toyota Camry fucking spoiler. It's fucking
Yeah, bro.
looks fucking shit. Anyway, I'm fucking done. I can't talk about Young Justice Season 3 anymore, and I can't sweat anymore because I'm wearing all
you're-
black
you're in chef clothes.
It's hot. Anyway, let's fucking wrap it up there. I know we've
He's as sweaty as a pedophile at a Wiggles concert.
Whoa, bloody. The Wiggles got number 1 in the hottest 100. That's a bit of Australian news. Elephant.
So trash! What is happening to the country?
I don't get this planet anymore. Young Justice Season 3 was shit. The Wiggles won hottest 100. What the fuck is happening anymore? Anyway,
Yeah.
make sure you leave a review on this episode. Get amongst it, dorks. Get on the Instagram page at Lords of Dorktown. Get around it. Leave us reviews. Drop us a line. Hit us up on the DMs if
Send
you want
us
to get in touch.
nudes.
Yeah, don't do that. I'm a married man. Send Tyson nudes. I'll send him a nude, actually.
I'll send your nudes.
Thanks, buddy. Anyway, do you want to sign us off there, buddy? Let's get out of this studio. It's hot.
Keep it dorky, everyone.
You! They should have given Tara long hair. It's fucking wild that they did. I'm still so mad. Honestly, I fucking hate